split time between Camrose and Sherwood Park last year. Picked up 20 points in his time, 11 goals, 9 assists. Smeal wins the face-off. Storm take the puck. Wolverines battle to get it back, and Watson absolutely drilled by McNally, who's giving him the business, and that's going to draw the ire of the rest of the Wolverines. Smeal's getting in there. Everybody's grabbing a dance partner, and it looks like Selesky's ready to go. He wants Peters. Helmets are off. Gloves still on, and there's Everts as well. Oh, and now it's going to the corner. Selesky, he's throwing it right. He catches Peters high, drags him down by the jersey. Boys are still going on the ground. Connor Selesky had some words with him in the second intermission. Boy, he did not tell me he was ready to drop the mitts in this one, though.
Puck comes free. Bobcats have it. Ringer looking for it. Can't get a good stick on it. Tries to touch it across to Franz, and it's just past his reach. Back to the blue line. Pontiacs will clear. And here we go. Schendel drops the gloves. A couple of big rights, and down goes Ryan Coble. That was abrupt.
It's taken down low there along the boards, and Ashowski doesn't like it at all as Ace pushing and shoving, and gloves are off, and they're going to go, and Ashowski hammers 2 or 3 clubbing hands. Seeing red after he was taken down low, and Ashowski.
So Beljo doesn't engage or drop the gloves. Let's have one more look at it here.
Not that he doesn't engage. It's Prasovsky.
Big hit in the corner, and then Prasovsky comes in. Yeah. And you see Prasovsky throw 2 rights. Meanwhile, Beljo doesn't take the gloves off. So what I mean is you can't give him a penalty if he doesn't engage.
No, very true, but he didn't have an opportunity.
Bomb chases after it, but he'll leave it as it comes back below the line. An awkward check there away from the boards on Hugendorn. That's going to draw a crowd. Joel Webb decides to square up with Nick Hugendorn. Hugendorn taking a few by the much undersized Joel Webb, now reaching underneath. Hugendorn looking for his chance. Now he goes. Hugendorn pumping with the right, and Joel Webb really standing in there, shakes off the elbow pad. They're going to keep going. Hugendorn pauses, lets go of a few more underneath, over top. The linesman thinking, should they jump in? They do, and Joel Webb gives a show to the fans at home. You know, on account of standing in there. And Schendel says, who's next? Squares up for the face-off, puck down. Schendel going to tie up. He's got Joel Allen. And they go. Schendel swinging. And he's got Allen in trouble. The linesman quick to that one. Schendel probably going to get an instigator there. We'll see.
Being chased there by Kopanes. Just moves the puck forward. Now it's going to come back to... and then we got 2 players tangled up, and it looks like we're actually going to have a fight here. As Roberts Lee's mixing it up there with the Eagles player. It's
under pressure from Bates. Bates still all over his man, and he's going to take a penalty. Jacob Lamoureux ferociously protecting the puck. Tyler Bates draped all over him, eventually wrestled him to the ice. And some rough stuff after the whistle. Everybody's jumping in now. And there's a fight that's broken out. Cody Willock and Matthew Strelitz. Willock doing well to stay on his feet. Against a taller Willock, or a taller Strelitz make that, and the referees will now separate them.
Out there, and finally the Canucks will pick it up and bring it out.
We got a fight going.
Fight going.
Will Christian and Caden Steinke.
Calgary goal. Will Christian takes down Caden Steinke. Goal. So now the Dragons with 2 quick goals lead it 3-1. They've got a little cushion as Ty Whitford, who's had a strong game, and a physical game.
And here we go.
And they're staring each other down. That's number 18, Will Godfrey, and they're going to get after it, and then some secondary stuff with Sam Savard. Another one over in the corner. We've got a Canuck down and getting some attention from the trainer. And we've got 3 now, 4 as Blinsky is going to drop him. So every Dragon except Easton Adrian has a partner. Well, things got pretty spirited here.
Well, we're going to start writing down numbers here.
Played back in behind the Storm net as they continue to battle there for the loose puck. Golden taking his man out along the boards. And we're going to get a fight in the corner here. Wes Golden involved for the Storm.
Mader's tripped up and he goes for a spill, and now a Drayton Valley player is dumped from behind, and this will draw a crowd. There's at least one penalty coming out of this. That was Fechner, who was buried. It was Michaud and Denoyers who went at him. And now Kabelka gives Fechner a shot. There's Denoyers who's trying to get at Lamb.
Gorley now plays it around behind the net, goes far side. And a penalty coming up to the Kodiaks to make matters worse. Now Newell involved with an Oiler. Gloves go flying. Linesman going to let him go. Well, they were, but they go down in the corner.
From Centennial Arena. Oh, and a dangerous push here. And that's going to draw a crowd now. That's not what you want to see. David Clark got dangerous. Oh, now we got some hands going. Newman throwing some hands. Oh, and here we go. Look at this. They're going back and forth. Some old school fighting. It's Newman. And it is Nielsen. And down to the ice they go. Oh, heads up. Newman's head might have caught the ice.
Shack, but maintains possession for an extra 5 seconds, and then Ursulak engaging with Campbell here. Oh, they're going to go. Brett Ursulak and Jackson Campbell are going to drop the gloves. A couple of rights thrown by Ursulak, and he scores the takedown. As that'll get the crowd on its feet here. Maybe a little inspiration from Pro Wrestling Night.
Until he's on the ground there. Schulte. He'll dummy that man, and that is going to result in a big brawl coming here. Everybody grab a dance partner and get going. Schulte with a dangerous hit on Rodman. And now they're chucking. It's badder than ever. It's Gunner, the local product. He's down, but they're back up. Swinging a miss from Gunner. 2 shots from Mader. He takes him down, but they will still want more of each other. Now Gunner's beating him. The officials are getting in the way. Over the top. He's still throwing some hammer fists. He's got to be careful. And another fight's going off to the side as well. That's Schulte who gets dropped by Rodman. So a pair of tilts, so that's going to bring this white court crowd to their feet. One back by the Canucks, puck sent around. And there's a fight off the draw. Hearn and Fawcett getting into it. And Fawcett's getting the better of Hearn. Hearn went down pretty early.
Second period, no goals scored in period number 2 as the Kodiaks continue to hold on to a 3-0 lead. As a little bit of rough stuff after the whistle here.
Oh. McFarland getting into it here with Alvarez.
And McFarland's throwing punches here.
Oh.
Alvarez is just turtling here as they swing back and forth. And McFarland scores the takedown. But there's going to be a couple extra games added to McFarland because you got to remember he was in the penalty box to end that period.
Bulldogs try to get a forecheck going. They've got the big line out there. Meerman, Wallace, and
We're going to have
Seedham.
a penalty, too.
We've got some pushing and shoving to the
And Tate Ewell's
left.
in there.
And Tate Ewell's got his helmet off, his gloves off, and he's going after it with the birthday boy, Spencer Bell. And they're going to get fighting majors, and they'll be gone for the game. Pretty spirited, too.
I wouldn't want to be going up against Tate Ewell, I'll tell you that.
Well, Spencer Bell, he's a pretty big kid, too, 6'170", and they go down, and boy, the benches and the fans here like that one.
Off the draw, Drazio, another pad save. As the Grizzlies now get some pushing and shoving. Penalty. Now we got a fight. We have Casper. I think that it is Moxham as they drop the gloves and go.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little afraid to.
I'm scared to tell you what I've done this year.
It's not, other than the whole one, I didn't really do anything else, but I just enjoy being witness to and knowing people.
Oh, we got a fight. Newman off the draw. He's tied up with Hooker. Hooker and Newman squaring up with each other. Newman threw down his gloves and started throwing punches at Huey Hooker, who kept his gloves on.
And right now, Nolan is down, and there's going to be some penalties here. And now there's going to be some fisticuffs here. It's Rassler going at it with Manette. It's Nolan that's at the bench.
Shot deflects wide. Now it comes into the slot. Kindrachuk off the goal post. Oh, Seth Kindrachuk hit the iron square on. And now behind the play, we're going to have a fight breakout. Oh my goodness, it's Austin Reshny. He's going head-to-head against Clark. Reshny and Clark both throwing rights. Their helmets have been torn off, and Reshny is taken down, but not before he gets in a couple of blows.
Bud wrapped up, puck comes loose, and it bounces around Nolan Flint.
Here we go.
Oh, and now we got a fight behind the play. It's Weller, Jamie Weller throwing him around right now. As he just went after Jackson Campbell. In behind the play.
Kobelka has blocked and Verbeek starts up for the Thunder. Verbeek. He gets hit hard into the boards, and the Thunder are going to get a power play if they don't negate it. As Verbeek's still on the ice. And now we got a fight. As Burns and one of the Oil Barons tie up.
Ciccone with the steal. Just stayed onside. He gets run over by Moffat again. And a penalty is coming up as there is a lot of physicality. Now we got to fight. Moffat throwing the gloves with Tallman. And it is a huge exchange. Both of them getting rights free. Big right over the top from Tallman. Moffat swings and misses with a right. Right uppercut lands from Moffat, and a couple more takes Tallman down to the ground.
6. Canmore Eagles 2, and we got a little bit more of the rough stuff coming in here. And oh, that's a score the takedown. And you know what? We're going to probably see a couple extra penalties here because the D-men came down below the circles. But Ryan Newman has already been escorted to the locker room. And I wonder how this one's going to be scored here.
And now we have a fight. Rodman and Gass
drop the mitts. Two big heavyweights throwing right hands over top of one another. Gass and Rodman going toe-to-toe, and Rodman knocks down Gass.
We'll rip it all the way around. Bizarchuk, near side half wall. Check there. Puck will stay inside the line. Kronowit, a couple extra whacks on his man. Leslie, they're going to go. Are they going to drop him? Yes, they are. Kronowit, Leslie going at it near side wall. Kronowit gets one in. Leslie a couple as well as the youngster gets in his first career AJHL fight. They're still on their feet. Not going to shut this one down. Ethan Kronowit still in Leslie on a Saturday night.
Hit there by Schofield, and they might go here. Schofield's going to try anyways. McNally, I don't know if he wanted a piece of this. McNally's getting his right hand going. Schofield is eating them. Sam Schofield trying to tie up, and the linesman will get involved there.
Smart with the big hits, and they're going to call that one.
Now Sam is going to go for sure, and now we've got a fight breaking out, and maybe a couple of them.
No love lost here as O'Halloran dropping the gloves here with, I can't quite make it out. Is that Simard or Ben Christian? That looks like it's Ben Christian. Or is it Whitford? I can't make it out.
That's Ty Whitford, yeah. Or is that even
Ben Christian, I believe.
Yes.
On the penalty kill for the Dragons.
So they're calling that a slashing penalty against Deneau, and that's his second trip to the box tonight.
Fitzpatrick breaks to the nets, and he gets dumped in front yet again, as he's been the recipient of a few hits this evening.
Oh, and he's and he got a slash with Tate Ewell, and now
there's going to be another
go.
fight. Tate Ewell and Fitzpatrick.
Tate Ewell is, he missed with a haymaker there.
Oh, he hits him with a couple.
He's getting them from the bottom end.
He'll clear it down the ice. Miles Gold with a goal tonight. Oh, he's hit by Luke Marshall on the near side going to the puck. Marshall has a Kodiak dropping the gloves, who's now swinging punches at him. It's Jared Newell. Went right after Luke Marshall, who was going to be called for a penalty there for the hit. And then afterwards, Jared Newell drops both of his gloves. Marshall did not.
Brady grabs it. And skating up the ice is Watkins. And he gets squeezed off the puck. Now behind the play, we've got a fight. It's Roger going up against Brady. Now we got another square off here between Riley, DeCounty, and Dunn. Riley wasn't really looking like he wanted to fight. Now their two are going to go at it again.
Kodiak territory. There's 6 players battling for it there. And it's dug free. Adrian plays it over on the right side, but hold on, we've got a fight.
Oh, God. The fans are excited.
Jared Chappell squaring off with one of the Dragons.
Funk was deflected by the Eagles, so there's no icing on the play, and as it got in towards the goal, and then playing a big hit, Schofield And he's going to be challenged here by Tallman. And getting up off the ice is Scott.
Pass for Armstrong, waiting on the Wolverines' blue line. Up the middle is free. And there's some rough stuff going on behind the play. Fitzpatrick and Kobzak, they're dropping the mitts. They're likely the players of the game tonight. And there's Kobzak feeding him his lunch. He says, hey, you want an Uncle Sandwich? I've got about 10 of them for you. Tanner Kobzak, spark my blood. What a tilt here. Giampa is run over by Muller, and this is going to be another penalty. Now Hipkin grabs Kabelka, and Muller and Ashmead are going to go here on the near side. Muller throwing right, Ashmead holding on. Now Ashmead comes back over top. Muller ties up Ashmead and takes him down to the ice. Over on the other side, as Muller continues to swing Ashmead around on the ground. There's Hipkin going after Kabelka. Muller through the...
They chip this puck down the ice. Back behind the play is Clayton and Mickeljohn, and they're going to go. Mickeljohn coming over the top with right. Clayton comes back with a right hand. Mickeljohn drops Clayton down to a knee, pops back up. A spirited tilt here. Mickeljohn switches hands. He's throwing lefts now. Mickeljohn's got the helmet off of Clayton. Clayton's trying to come back at Mickeljohn. Clayton throwing rights over top. Mickeljohn hits him with a left. And finally, the linesman jumped in.
But way behind the play, Chabot seriously mixed up. Burns went after him, and we're going to have a fight. Fusion going after Burns, standing up for his teammate. How about it? At center ice, both guys getting some licks in. Fusion gets the takedown, and that is how you do it on a Saturday night, Tyler.
Real nice play by Krulicki there to do a nice little toe drag. I get to do that one on NHL every so often, but...
And here comes some rough stuff. A hard check along the wall. Took out Poffenroth. And now Redekop's involved in there. I think it was Redekop who threw the hit.
And who also doesn't have his mitts
Redekop
on.
or a coin, actually, but it's Redekop with his gloves off. Not a lot of time. Face off one back into the skates of Kowalik, and now cleared. And Smeal and Leslie, I think, are going to go back and forth at it. Schendel and North as well. Smeal and Kowalik going, chopping away. Kowalik takes a few, and now he's throwing, coming up and under, right in front of the bench. Kowalik punching away. Smeal just trying to get his feet back under him. Kowalik with the takedown as well. Oh, golly.
Here's Ben Christian through neutral ice, takes a big hit. And there's a fight. It's Whitford throwing some haymakers on Kindrachuk. And these two don't want to give each other up that easily.
No, and Ty Whitford is not somebody you want to mess with.
Slide it up ahead. Shot by Cody Willick. That deflects up and out of play. Spencer Bell getting in tight there on Kodiak's netminder. Kodiak took exception to that. Now we got some pushing and shoving.
It seems like the students or fans wants them to fight.
Yeah, they don't mind this at all.
Man, he's a hothead.
That is Garachi. Came over from the BCHL, and he doesn't mind mixing it up, that's for sure. Now, who is this? Bryson. Oh, my! And now they're going. Well, they got their wish. Emmanuel and Bryson with a huge right hand. Oh, my goodness.
Izzy is in there mucking for it with McNelly. Bobcats bring it out.
Oh, they dropped the gloves, and here we go. That's Shendell. Shendell getting the better of him. And he takes the Bobcat player down with raining punches from his right hand. You kind of feel that was going to come.
And they're on the attack again, and a little bit of a spinorama play there, but no call. And there's a shoving match in the corner, and the gloves come off. Dean Spack in there with Cody Pizarchuk. Not a player I expected to drop the gloves.
Held in Ashowski. He'll shoot it and stick to side. Ashowski follows into the corner. Couple whacks as this one goes into the netting, and then we're going to have a scrap. Ashowski's going to go against Kabelka. Ashowski getting that right hand going. Couple thundering punches. Ashowski, he's got that right hand free. And the linesmen are going to get in between them here as Brett Ashowski brings the fans to their feet.
His own face.
Young. Mortensen scores! Jones scores. Now Ricci's going after Jacobson. Jacobson's getting piled on here. Ricci was a victim of his own design there, I guess, when he made that play, as you mentioned.
The Bobcats, of course, sitting at 12th in the league based on record. The Wolverines are 4th in the league. So yes, the Wolverines just have to play their hockey and maybe not go down to what the Bobcats play.
Oh, and a big hit by Bevington has sparked a fight here. Bevington and David Leslie go, and Bevington brings him straight to the ground. They're back up on their feet. Still some shots coming in from Leslie. The officials in the middle, and Bevington able to haul him down at the end of it. That's going to be the night for both of those two characters.
For them. And now we're going to get Tristan Ballman and Tate Ewell. And Ewell got a good right hand in. Ballman was down on a knee, but gets back up as they slip and fall. So that was a pretty spirited bout.
Sweeps it around the goal. Muller lost his footing, gets hit hard on the far side. Now is Burkhardt's knocked down, and now Muller takes a run at Jockums. And he's going to get a penalty for that. That was a knee-on-knee hit from Muller. And this draws a crowd. As now Burkhardt's in a fight. As Burkhardt drops the gloves, and he's throwing rights. As Burkhardt takes down Houston. Out of the scrum.
A sharp knockdown again, out hard into the boards. That's going to be a penalty. As Newell gets in the face of Ty Yoder here. And now we got some more here. Who is this? Oh, left hand. Who's throwing lefts? That's Carson White.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Well, he's down.
Oh, you do not see that often from Carson White, but he is some upset.
They're on the forecheck as we get into the final 2 minutes of the second period. No shot zone. Zone time, but no shots. Time after behind the net, and now we've got a fight to our right. Moves that, throwing him down there. Ty Whitford, I think, with Nathan Ellis. And Whitford's got a couple in there. And another good right hand. I think Ellis in some trouble, and the linesman will get in there. And the Dragons certainly will get a lift out of that.
It stopped. Rebounds there. They bang away. Time's going to run out. And for the second time, these teams heading to overtime. Morgan Brady run over by Jockums. And then Lair scores the takedown on Saunders. WWE style. Might not be 3-on-3 overtime. This one heating up after 60.
Yeah.
Kirk Gherkin in a battle down low, and Gherkin is going to get worked over here. It's going to turn into a fight between Kurt Gherkin and Ben Christian, and Christian is working over Gherkin. It looked like Kurt Gherkin wasn't really a willing participant in that until the end.
But it happens. It happens.
Franklin, who lets a shot go, Manzella fights it off. And now Franklin again. Somehow Tatarenko has gone full tilt there. And now he's going to go back at Nordstrom. And you know what? Tatarenko wants to go. Nordstrom is going to go. They're going to go here. Nordstrom and Tatarenko. And Tatarenko is going to score the takedown win. Not exactly a punch thrown in that one. But that's not ideal for Sherwood Park, as Tatarenko didn't like something, and he's yelling at Nordstrom here.
Go. Chalmers stumbles, but Ellerton there to help him out. And now Chalmers going after Algezer, and here they're going to drop the gloves. Connor Chalmers, and he gets the rights going and takes down the Bobcat early on in that fight.
We have seen that play a few times. As streaking in up here is Boucher. He gets knocked down and across the line. That's going to be a penalty. Now he and Adam Lang mixing things up there. As you mentioned, this was brewing from a few minutes ago, I think. The two of them going at it.
Yeah, wasn't Lang finished up a little bit high on Boucher, but he knew it was coming down on him. And Adam Lang's the guy that's really showed throughout this season that he's not afraid to get involved, as Boucher knocks the official down.
Goes Rhett to County taking him down, and now we've got pushing and shoving, and the gloves might come off here. Kwiatkowski, I believe, is the Grizzly who's going for it, as Rude got knocked down again, and the mitts are going to come off, and shots are going to be fired along the far boards. We got a great tilt going, couple of right hands both ways, and the Grizzlies are able to end up on top of the pileup, with the linesman having to work very hard to get these two separated. I believe that was Kwiatkowski for the Grizzlies, and I'll have to wait and see the number here on the Canmore Eagles player.
Quick shot, that one just missed on a good opportunity there for Corbin. And a huge hit here on the near side wall. That's going to be a penalty, and that one is going to draw a huge scrum. There was a monster hit. There's going to be at least one penalty on this. Tapper's been pulled away.
Share the love this Christmas, boys, huh?
Yeah, the timing on this is great.
And Wolfenberg isn't involved.
No.
That's the shocker. But I couldn't see from my vantage. Still not yet.
It's loose, and the Grizzlies find it first, and now they've got a chance on a 3-on-3 in transition up the right wing. Here comes Ryder, mini gray horses. Behind the play, though, a fight. Josh Carman and Wilson. Wilson with a big right hand. Carman coming back with a couple of lefts, and then the tackle down to the ice as he got him in the headlock and spun him right down.
Side of the net, thrown back out in front by Galinsky. Again, no dragon in the slot area. Now puck comes from the boards and is turned over the net by Proctor Maris, and now we got a fight. It's Mortensen and Easton Adrian for the Dragons, and it was Adrian that was provoking that fight. He kept landing jabs on Mortensen, but it's going to be the end of the night for both players. Now we got a penalty coming up here. Another Drumheller penalty. And now Ben Christian dropped Tallman, and Tanner Gould went after him for it. And Gould falls to the ice. Christian wants to continue the fight.
First point in the AJHL. Low, and there's a dangerous hit. And he's going to after the answer the bell does Loveson against Woodcroft. They drop the mitts. Loveson got him tied up along the wall and wrestles him to the ground. And that'll be it for that till day. Short-spirited one.
Back and helped Tallman out. Tallman poked it away from Noman. Noman lays a big hit on Smith. And now Tallman goes after him, and the two are going to engage in some fight here. I think there's going to be an extra penalty as well. So we'll see. Tallman is throwing some heavy rights and pushing with his left as well. Wolfenberg looks like he's well overmatched in this battle.
Takes a shot, short side, tipped in front of the net. Borsos has got it. Lansing and Frost do some pushing down in front of the net. Look out, gloves come off. Oh, Frost is throwing some rights. Lansing trying to throw a right, got down, got back up. Then he threw a right and hit Frost. Frost misses to the overhand right, hits to the right, uppercut, oh, and Lansing knocked him down.
Battle back, though. They now have 31. Unofficially, of course. Off the draw. Ashmead tracks it down. And look at a scrap. Liam Rodman just feeding Sagan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sagan lands on top of him. Cleared out of the way. Puck loose in front. Time has expired. The Oil Barons have an opening day, New Year's Day victory. 3-1 over the Pontiacs. And more rough stuff continues after the whistle. Boucher getting into it. With Beaudoin. And Gruner's got someone in half guard. Chalmers now is going to drop the gloves with Baker. And they're chucking him. Baker with a couple lefts. 2, 3, 4. He's got the jersey over the head of Chalmers. Chalmers now gets a right hand in. One over top of the head. Oh, and a hard left by Baker. Takes down Chalmers. We'll give him that bout.
Up the wall looking for Chabot, picked off and brought right back in by Cooper Algazer. He's dumped just inside the zone. Penalties upcoming here on the plane. Some rough stuff here as Magrol's involved. Kowalik got his mitts up. Magrol wants something to do with it. As Kowalik lands a couple of right hands.
Chrysler. That's shut down on the far boards. And now we get a scrap starting here. We got Christensen throwing a right hand for the Dragons and trying to get loose for the Grizzlies is Moxham, I believe, but he's got the jersey up over his head, and Will Christian is firing right hands at him, trying to get that jersey all the way up and trying to see what's going on. Is Moxham just trying to grab on at this point?
Yeah, Moxham didn't have a chance in that scrap.
One touch that one towards Severson, but he flips that one over. Schendel getting into it with Chabot here.
Here we go. Chabot's got his mitts up, as does Schendel. Both guys with some hard right hands. Linesmen get in there. Schendel obviously frustrated with how this game has gone.
Get it out of harm's way. Been really impressed with Wes this game tonight. Whoa, that's got to be an interference. No. That Grand Prairie player was taken out as he didn't have the puck or anything.
And they're going to give...
Oh, Grand Prairie's going to get a penalty.
And it looks like we're going to have one in the corner here.
And they got the gloves dropped and everything.
And that's Bugera. It looks like Matt Corbett down there.
And the linesman has Bugera down, bent over. Corbett, he's still swinging at him. These guys are angry at each other.
You know, that all started down in the corner there, Travis. And like...
Some pretty good things we've seen the last 2 games here at home. Some pretty good habits are developing. And, oh, there's a big hit. And they're going to drop the gloves. Oh, and the Storm player's just unloading on him.
That's huge.
Moichin, he's taking it to Cody Willick. Moichin puts him in headlock. Now he swings. He didn't get a chance to get his glove off. And now he goes to the ice, and Moichin's not going to quit, so the linesman jumps on him.
A Burger Bandit
goal scored by number 8,
Tibbles
Kaylin.
and Dutil are going after each other here. Tibbles and Dutil. Tibbles has dropped his gloves. I don't think Dutil has, as they're hauled down to the ice on that skirmish. This went back earlier in the game.
Gets it out to center. Rajay and Hodge tied up at the blue line. Now they're going to fight. And Rajay, with a couple of big right hands, sends Hodge to the ice.
In and Ayogan will chase it far corner in the Drumheller end. Behind the net, Casper runs into Olsen. Poffenroth and Ayogan into the far corner. Glinski now. And then behind the net, we've got the gloves off. It's Casper and Olsen. Olsen comes over the top with a big right hand. Casper trying to tie him up. Now he lands one right hand. It's Olsen going downstairs, upstairs with a solid body blow and then a headshot. And now Casper tackles him down to the ice.
Luke Trevors going into the zone. He gets hooked by DeWitt. Oh, and a big hit by Anisimowicz, and that's going to cause a stir in the corner. And Anisimowicz was in behind there, from behind, I believe. Chase is going at it. He and Kwiatkowski, was finally having a really good game for the Grizzlies. And they're throwing lefts and rights on each other. The Hounds are going to let them go. Chase just a little bit taller, and he's getting some big rights in on the Kwiatkowski's going to come back at him now. Chase had lost his helmet. Now they're going to break it up. Probably too close to call.
Yeah, we'll get on to that story.
Well, that 3-on-1, Travis, really just kind of sums up the night for the Grand Prairie Storm.
Oh.
Here we got a scrap.
Go ahead. Homer swinging Reshi. He gets him down. That's a very spirited tilt.
Gove will take his time, and through the middle it's start 8th. He gets bodied up at neutral. A nice check there. And now pushing and shoving, and Schmidt's going to go. Schmidt and Brady. And it looks like Brady ragdolls the jersey right off of Jay Schmidt. And they didn't really get any punches going. And
he'll find the captain, Taves. Taves trying to gain a step on McDonald. Instead, he gets bodied the entire way down the wall. Sutter blows up his man. Storm looking for a call, and Taves with a slash on McDonald. They're going to drop him. Taves with a couple of cheap shots before McDonald can get the glove off. Now McDonald counters with a right, takes the helmet off. Another right from McDonald. He's coming over the top. A right from Taves, and the takedown, McDonald. Some big fist from Big Mac, and he takes a couple of cracks at Ty Taves.
Now into the corner. Newell's down. And the Kodiaks are going to come away. Oh my, this one's not done yet. Sharp is angry at somebody. Now Newell comes in. Sharp and Fitzpatrick. I'm not sure if Fitzpatrick said something. Now we got a fight. Sam Court and Jared Newell going after it. Oh my.
Here's that shot off the wing, and that was a pretty hard one.
Yeah, it's going to be a boarding call now. Sam Samar took one from behind, and Kyle Clayton's in there swinging him.
Kyle Clayton's dropped the gloves, and he's going to go with number 16, Tyler Lopman. Oh, he got a good right hand in there, another one. And now Kyle Clayton feeding some right hand.
Boy, Kyle Clayton
to Lachlan.
Here for Watson. Watson has his shot blocked though by Turner, and Turner getting across the far side. Fight behind the play. Flynn throwing right hands, got two in quickly on Watson. Watson comes back with two. Flynn with a big swing and a miss, and it's Watson trying to rip the helmet off, and he pops it with a couple. Both helmets are off, and Watson absolutely floors him with the last big right hand. He absolutely smoked him. That was an unbelievable right hook that came across.
Me too. Was brought forward. Hipkin crossed the line well offside was Trey Funk. And things are going to get physical by the looks of it. They sure are. Here comes the punches. I think it's Fondley and Funk or Hipkin. Hipkin pounding away. Fondley back to his feet. We've got no angle on it whatsoever. A spirited bout by the looks of it.
Number 9, Caleb Wilms. The assist to number 11, Noah Danielson. Time of the goal, 19:35.
And one of the Kodiaks just hammered. That's Carter. Now we got a scrap. That's Nathan Sullivan and Ben Christian going at it in the corner. Now Gow's on top of a Dragon player. All is coming after Carter was knocked into the end boards.
Luigi Benacasa cuts middle, ends things off. Chabot a long shot deflected wide. Sundar back to the top. He goes for Adam Lang. Lang near sidewall. Here we go. Fusion is going to drop the mitts with Kwiatkowski. Fusion, one right. Kwiatkowski got him tied up. He'll fire a right. Fusion, another right. Fusion waiting, trying to get his arm free. They'll go down, get back up, and the linesman will step in.
Up for Giampa. Giampa's got ideas, a shot off his stick into the netting. Yeah. Roberts auto sheds on Bodwin, and now they're going to go. Roberts just out of nowhere, and Bodwin was just skating by him, and now big corner scrum as Roberts, and then Gove has got a piece of Ricci also in the corner, and a Pontiac's got a hold of Bessie. They wrestle each other to the ice.
I don't know what that was intentional all day long.
Callahan chases after it. Olsen beats him to it. Olsen hit hard behind the net. That's going to be kneeing, and that's going to be a fight perhaps. Unpleased is Fondley with the play, with the hit, and they're going to go. Fondley looking to tee up. They're throwing back and forth. Schmidt coming over the top, catching lots of helmet. Fondley, a big one from the right, and another. Now they'll wrap up. Down they'll go. The linesman will come in. Fondley going to step in for the knee.
Puck ahead. Denwaye. They'll poke it in. Gruner gives chase on Bugera. Denwaye around the goal, up to the point. Chalmers, quick shot, and a save, and there's a fight in behind the net. It's Gruner and Caden Bugera. Bugera's got the jersey off. Gruner's trying to wrangle him up, and he sends him down to the ice. There's both players.
Out towards the blue line. Hudson sends it back down deep. Red to County is going to try and race after it, but it's touched there by Willick. Now we got a fight. Cody Willick, and it's going to be Caden Raji. I don't know if Cody Willick knows what he's bitten off there. But looks like he is standing up to him. And Raji goes down. Now he's back up again. So, had this peg the other way. Raji's lost his helmet. Now he goes to the ice. Hit his head off the ice there.
Dragons is now all the Kodiaks can do is fire it out to neutral ice and go for a fresh change. Now there's a fight behind the play. It's Whitford.
Owen Lansing picked the wrong guy to mess with because Whitford's going to take a round on him.
He just fed him a couple good ones there at the end of that fight. Of my own. I had to think of my own too. I can't be stealing yours all the time. And another fight behind the play. Here's Tate Newell. Squaring up, I believe, Newell. He fed him a few good ones as he's taken down to the ice.
This is what happens.
Back, and that's because they bought 2 brand new sets of jerseys. Oh! Just about trying the Phaneuf move, another whack at it. And now we got ourselves some rough stuff in behind. It's Ingles
He gets torn down. Both guys are going to go 5 for fighting. Not a whole lot of punches exchanged in that one.
One Dragon has won the WG Bill Scott Trophy as top defenseman in the AJHL. Razor, I'm going to give you a minute to think about that. And now an old Grizzly just flattened the Dragon, and oh boy, that's going to boil. Things are going to get heated now.
And Glinsky is into it.
Tied up with Glinsky. Oh, that's Venom. Number 8.
Glinsky feeding him his opponent.
And that all came from a cross check from number 11, Jaden Watson.
Yeah, and Jacob.
Back with a cross check, and again sticks come up, and now the gloves are going to drop, and Carmen gets the first couple rights in. Benner comes back with 2. Carmen swings with another. An uppercut from Benner. Grappling away they go. Carmen trying to throw some short lefts. There's a couple rights in there from Benner. They wrap up and wrestle down to the ice with the linesman coming in.
Great tilt here, and the crowd absolutely loves it.
No pass stopped by McAllister. And now glove by Severson. As some pushing and shoving down low. Gloves are flying, and so are punches. It is Muchin for the Storm. Jack Parker for the Bobcats is taking a few, just trying to get his right arm free. Now underneath with the left. Muchin punching from his left side as well. Now Parker spins Muchin to the ice. Goodness me, oh my, oh. That escalated quickly.
Saints' third goal scored by number 24, Liam Watkins. Assist to number 19, Ewan McPherson. And number 7, Grant. Time of the goal, 19-22.
Pizarchuk comes out of the box and throws a blind hit. And that gets everybody in. A blind hit by Pizarchuk on Hawkins. And Pizarchuk's going to be gone after that hit. And now Maris grabs a hold of Sundar and yanking him around. Now we got some glove shots. Kernahan going at it with Fusion, and Fusion has dropped gloves with Lamb, or Lamb had dropped gloves, Fusion hasn't. And Lamb's just throwing them. Kernahan is still tied up with Hawkins. Lamb is up and still throwing. Lamb is hot. Back come the Saints into Thunder territory. Spalding gets stopped. Martin gets stumped by Babbage. No puck in sight and no calls. And now we got Mares and Babbage in a fight. And I don't even think a punch got thrown until they were on the ice. Minute 6 to go, and the puck comes out to center. Nice hit by Roberts. And now we got more. Bessie and Miller going at it, and Bessie throwing bombs. Roberts tied up with and now we got everybody in there as Roberts still trying to go after McPherson. And Abbott's dropped the gloves with Roberts. Roberts wanted to go out, fight with McPherson and didn't, but Abbott will. One of the officials dropped his pencil in the scrum. Sundar and Silverberg were tied up. Roberts with Abbott.
Game for Morrow. Morrow has it at the top point. He fires one, just misses.
And we're going to have a scrap here.
There's a scrap here between Ruthven, Spencer Haw. They're both feisty, smaller guys. Spencer Haw swinging and Ruthven takes him down. And that's not malicious.
Somebody had a balloon. Now we got a fight. Vincent Scott, and who is that? Oh, and Dean. Oh, goodness, Dean taking some right. There's an overhand right, just missed. Now Dean threw a left, and he missed. Oh. Now Dean switched up, trying to go for a left.
And this could bring something. Eunice comes in. Leslie in there. And the punches are starting to go right in front of the Bobcats bench. I can't see who it is with Leslie. It might be Metamano. I can't tell. Down they go.
Klimke as Rodman and Loveson get into it here in front. Rodman grabbing Loveson, and they're going to go. Rodman and Loveson in front as they get tangled up. Not a lot of punches thrown as two big men going at it. They were jostling earlier on in the shift.
For Zephyr LaPlante, picked off by Patterson. The play goes offside at the line. LaPlante and Cody Willick into a shoving match after Ryland Jawkins comes in late. And chaos is going to break out. Plandowski and Casey Heemstra has Easton Houston barrel into him. Cale Sanders and Dave Brandis are going to end up going here. And Sanders and Brandis end up in a fight.
Not sure where all this came from, other than the fact that Garachi really hit Barker.
4-on-4, and then Cocksmith also given a 10-minute misconduct. So 4-on-4 coming up for the third time in this hockey game that we will play until we enter just about the final minute of this first period as the Oilblades take over. Now Christensen, they're going to go. Christensen and Kabelka are going to scrap here. Cade Christensen throwing some rights. Kabelka's got him turned around. Chris Kabelka trying to get the spirits up on the bench, and Christensen scores the takedown. Takes it off the bounce. Checked heavy into the boards by Campbell. That's going to get called. And now some extra rough stuff from Spiridakis. And now McCoy started throwing punches. Campbell wants absolutely nothing to do with it.
Campione holds at the right point. Shot doesn't get through. The Saints block it. Kicking it out to center ice. Nice try by Poshak to keep the play alive. Saints McKinley works it the other way. Campione snatches it from him. Poshak up the right side. One-on-one with Fusion. Cuts over to the left. Poshak on his backhand. Shoots. He scores! Ball game, baby! 7 AJHL championship for the Brooks Bandits. Brandon Poshak shelves it. 3-2 Brooks.